Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I'm going on a little bit early. I was going to go a little bit later, but I decided to come on early just because there's a few other things that I was invited to do. Hopefully some people will jump on. If not, then I can go back on a little bit later and pause the stream and then be back in a little bit. So welcome. It'll be general Disney chat. Then possibly a general Disney quiz. And I'll show you some of the haul that I've done on a mystery trip that we did the other day. Hello, Pam's fam. Thank you for joining. Not sure if anybody will jump on. I know it's dinner hour on the West Coast, or I'm sorry, the East Coast. Hello, Mike Wheeler. I decided to come on a little bit earlier. I know that there was room later. I have a friend that needed some stuff taken care of, and I'm going to go do that. And then I have to be at the gym later, so I do thank you for jumping on. I was just going to do some general Disney chat, also show... I went to the LEGO store, show you two of the kits, and I know some of you seen the brick heads that I gotten. We got a Donald Duck one, and they also have this Pluto and Goofy one. My niece took it home, but she did build it, and we'll show that at another time. But this is the Donald Duck one that we built. And then I have two other kits that are unmade yet, but that'll be shortly starting to get made. And I'll grab that. And we'll be doing that later. But this is a Star Wars snow speeder. Hello, Marb. Thank you for joining. But this is a snow speeder kit that we'll be building at some point. And then I have one other one. The land speeder that Luke used in the first Star Wars movie. But this is the land speeder. It looked like it would be easy to build. I was debating between getting the two kits or getting the Steamboat Willie. But it was just a little bit higher price than what I want to get. But eventually I'll probably cave in and get one of the bigger Disney type of things. They also had all kinds of different stuff. If you watch my live stream at the LEGOS store, they had everything from Star Wars to their regular LEGOS to NASA stuff. They have the International Space Station. They have the Lego Friends. There were Lego Princesses. Just a few other things. A couple of the TV shows that are out. I know they had Stranger Things. That was actually sold out. And it had a Friends type of thing. Okay. Yeah, we actually have one of the land speeders too from the original toys. There's also, we have a carrying case that was a Darth Vader head, and you could put the action figures that they had out in those back then too. And then when we bought all this stuff and everything, we actually got this one for free, and it's called The Hidden Side, and I think it has something to do with their new Lego show that they have on TV. And there's an app that you play games, and they have other sets for this. There's like a haunted house and different things like that. Yes, they do have a line for girls called the Lego Friends. And there's also the Disney Princesses, but the Lego Friends is where it's geared towards the girls. But we had the land speeder, and like I said, various other characters back from the 70s, 80s when we were younger. But yes, we had the Darth Vader Lego head, and probably upstairs somewhere in my house. Some of the Disney news, they did release, I've seen pictures of the new sign for the new Mickey's Runaway Railway. I've seen pictures of the new sign for... I don't know if any of you guys have seen that. Oh, that's good. Oh, wow, that's pretty good news there. Hopefully everything goes well for them for the rest of the period for them. Pam. So that's good news. Hello, Mickey Sightings. I have a Princess Leia mint in box. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think most of ours got opened, but they were inside the Darth Vader storage box. There might be a couple that were unopened, but they were later on type of characters that came out. In my video that we did to the Lego store, we went into another like a toy store that I guess these people bought like on resales and stuff, but they had a lot of action figures from Star Wars and just various other Star Wars toys. Some were newer, some were from Rogue One, some were from when Phantom Menace came out, and just various other types of toys for Star Wars. They had older Funko Pops, and the only reason why I figured they were at like a resale type of thing is they had a lot of older Funko Pops, but they had like tags from like Hot Topic and Target and different things. Hello, Tina McNeil. Thank you for joining. Hello, Mickey Sightings. Thank you all for joining. But that was pretty much it on that. But like the Lego store, they actually had these I can't think of it now, that the the Star Cruisers, the enemy type of ship Legos. They actually had the giant Millennium Falcon kit. They did have a smaller Millennium Falcon kit, but they had the I can't think of it now. I want to say the Death Star. They did have a Death Star Lego kit, but the actual cruisers, I can't remember the name of them that they call that. Oh, wow. I hope you feel better, though, Pam. Hopefully you aren't getting sick. Oh, wow. Yeah, hopefully they do well and everything. But, and some of the other things, like I did on Saturday, and I know, like, a lot of you, but we went and stopped at a store called Baldinger's International Foods, but they sell a lot of old-fashioned retro candies and stuff like that. Like I have, I know Mike will go nuts here soon, but they had these like little gummies. They're Mega Roulettes gummies. They sell the Laffy Taffy and sticks or the bars. I did not see, I know somebody had asked me if I would look out for the Jolly Ranchers. I did not see Jolly Rancher sticks. Chewy Vuitton. That's funny. I wouldn't be surprised there if there was an upscale thing like that. Sold the purses. They just have all other kinds of old-fashioned candy. So what I'm going to do today with my playing the games, I will send someone this gift bag of retro candy. And if you don't want the candy, I do have an ornament that you can have if you cannot have the candy. But it has like the wax lips, Fun Dip, the candy, they're the candy stick type of cigarettes. Gummy game is on. Here is a candy necklace, a box of lemon heads. If you like Pop Rocks, there's Pop Rocks in the bag. Little jawbreakers. Yes, vampire teeth. And there's a mustache, a wax mustache also. But here's the wax vampire teeth. Yeah, that's the thing. They sell a lot of the old-fashioned candy. Also, there is the rock candy stick. And then there is a wax mustache. I'll show you the wax mustache. Yeah, maybe not. Wonder, oh, here it is. Here's the wax mustache. I think Mike Wheeler might have gotten one of these for me one of these days too. And I don't know if anybody's ever had these, the marshmallow ice cream cones. The cone is like a regular like candy cone, like a cone, but then they have it stuffed with marshmallows. Hello, Monarch Moments. Thank you for joining. And then there's a variety bag of little other things with the wax liquid, the liquid drinks type of thing in the wax. So as you can see, that has a variety of things. And that bag also. But the grand prize winner, and then I will pick a second place winner who will win the microwave popcorn air corn on the cob, and also a rock candy stick. So the second place person will get the microwave popcorn. It's a corn on the cob. You stick it in the bag and pop it. And a lot of it comes off the cob, but then there's some things on there. And then you get a rock candy stick. But that was from my surprise road trip the other day on Saturday. You can watch the video, the live stream, and everything on that. So we'll go ahead and get started. Now this is going to be, you have to name, it's a little bit different than, yes, yeah, I had gotten it once, a couple times before. I know Pam's Fam had won one of them, and Mike Wheeler had won one. Thank you, Pam's Fam. Thank you. And then I had another person win one of them too. Now this, you're going to have to, it's a little bit different. There's no right or wrong answers. Well, there are wrong answers, but this is more where you're going to type in characters who, so like this question, like 2 named members of Mickey Mouse's family. 2 named members of Mickey Mouse's family. Like what characters are part of Mickey Mouse's family. So you'd have to name 2 of them. Like Mar got it with Morty and Minnie Mouse. But I'm also guessing that probably Pluto and the Fab Five are part of his family, if that's what they're getting at. They didn't really give any type of thing like that. Yeah, I can't remember what his nephew's names are. No, I don't have an answer card. But like I would say to you, like the next question, name 3 Disney cats. Give me, and whoever types the first 3 Disney cats, like if you typed Oliver, Mr. O'Malley, and like Marie Cat first, then you would get the point. And I'm thinking whenever they said name somebody in Mickey Mouse's family, I probably would have taken if you did say Mickey, you know, Donald, Daisy, and Minnie Mouse, because that's what I'm guessing on that. I can also, but we could try this for a little bit, and then I can grab the other one and see. But this one would be whoever typed the characters first. And they have to be correct characters, so if I don't think, you know, but, it would have to be their names, the Siamese cats' names. But maybe I'll grab my other Disney game. That way it'll be a little bit easier. Like this one. Name 2 characters who have their own castles. Name 2 characters who have their own castles. And Mike Wheeler got the first 2 characters, Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty. I would have taken the Beast and Cinderella, because there's the Beast Castle. Yeah, that's the hard thing. Hello, Duke Family Chronicles. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I also would have a castle. Prince Garrett and the Beast. Let me grab the other one just real quick. It'll just take a few seconds here. We'll go with this other one, because this one's a little bit easier. And we'll go with this. And I'll have to name the characters for you. Hello, just another Disney nerd. Well, we'll go ahead and try this game for a little bit, and then we'll switch over to the other game if it doesn't seem like it's going very well for us. Okay, let's start I'll put some slashes. Okay, here we go. One song from Robin Hood. What is one song from the movie Robin Hood? It looks like Mickey's Sightings got it first with Whistle Stop. And then Pam's Man came up with the other one I was thinking of, Ooh de Lolly Lane. Ooh de Lolly Lane was another one. But Mickey's Sightings got the first one. We'll go on to the next one. Name two characters who wear dresses. Yes, it did. Name two characters that wear dresses. And Mike Wheeler got it first. He named Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty. So Mike Wheeler got a point. So that's how it ends up working. So far, Mickey's Sightings and Mike Wheeler. Two characters with names that begin with the letter F. Two characters with names that begin with the letter F. That one's kind of hard because honestly, I can't really think of anybody. Friar Tuck and Figaro is... Mickey's Sightings got it first with Friar Tuck and Figaro. But there's some good answers there. There's Figaro, Flotsam, Facilier. There's also Flower. Name one song from Tarzan. Name one song from Tarzan. And Once Upon an Adventure got it first. You'll Be in My Heart. Funny that everyone got Figaro, yes. But Once Upon an Adventure got it first. Name two animated remakes of a classic. Well, yeah. Wait a minute. No, not that one. That one wasn't what I was thinking. Hello, listen well. Name, yes, make sure that your live button is red. I'll wait until everyone goes. Name 3 characters in The Little Mermaid. Name 3 characters in The Little Mermaid. And Mike Wheeler got it first with Sebastian, Flounder, and Ariel. Quick typing there. But Sebastian, Flounder, and Ariel. Then Mickey Sightings got Ariel, Ursula, Eric. So there's some good ones there. Name 2 characters seen cooking. That's weird. My wife and me. Once Upon an Adventure got it first. Remy and Princess Tiana. Now, just saying, 2 characters seen cooking. 2 characters seen cooking. And you got Remy, he cooked, and Princess Tiana. So, Once Upon an Adventure. Name 2 films awarded an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. 2 films awarded an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. And Mike Wheeler, Lion King, and Frozen. Mike Wheeler got it with Lion King and Frozen. Because I know that. We'll go on to the next question here. Let everybody catch up. Name 2 characters who can fly. Name 2 characters who can fly. Thank you, Just Another Disney Nerd. And Mike Wheeler got it first with Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. Mike wants that candy. That's a good job there, Pam, with Dumbo. That's a good answer, too. Okay, here we go. Next question. Two characters with names that begin with M. 2 characters with names that begin with M. Yes, Mike wants. 2 characters. And Once Upon an Adventure got it with Mike and Merida. So Once Upon an Adventure got it first, Mike and Merida. Merida, sorry. I always do that, spell it wrong. Merida. Yeah, some of you guys came up with some good ones. Moana, Maui, Mater. Yes, I knew who you were talking about, Mike Wazowski. Name two characters in Beauty and the Beast. Name two characters in Beauty and the Beast. And Mike Wheeler got it first with that's how I'm looking here. I gotta check something real quick. But Mike Wheeler got it first with Belle. Yes, that's what I'm looking at. Actually, Once Upon an Adventure got it with Gaston and Belle. Sorry, Mike. But Gaston and Belle was Once Upon an Adventure. It jumped up on me at that point, so sorry about that. But Once Upon an Adventure got it first. That's weird. Name two non-human Pixar villains. Name two non-human Pixar villains. Hamster wheel. That's funny, Mar. Actually, Mike, it's Pixar villains. Name two non-human Pixar villains. Ursula and Hades aren't from Pixar movies. And Pam's fam, oh Pam, you're on the right thing, but the one spelled wrong. But Lotso is one. If you can hurry up and quickly spell the other, you will have a chance. The Zurg is misspelled, so you know that. Bruce and lots of... I'm going to give Pam's fam a point, but also Mickey's sightings. Because Pam was on the right thing, and then Mickey's sightings will get the point also for Bruce and Lotso. Because Pam has been trying so hard, but it's Zurg with a U, yes. Oh, okay. Sorry, Mike. I'll pronounce it a little bit better or slower next time for you. Yeah, it's Z-U-R-G. Zurg. Oh, okay, Mike. Name a movie that has trolls in it. Name a movie that has trolls in it. And Mickey's Sightings got it with Frozen. Okay, Mike. Okay, here we go. Next question. One character who wears a crown. One character who wears a crown. Mike Wheeler came in with Tiana. Good one, Pam. But yes, Triton wears a crown. Prince John wears a crown. Gianna. Okay, next question. Which Disney film has Emily Blunt in it? Which Disney film Emily Blunt is in? And Monarch Moments got it with Mary Poppins. So Monarch Moments, welcome to the board. But Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins 2, exactly. Yes, the new Mary Poppins. Okay, this one will be a little hard, but we'll go for it. 2 items or characters that have been poisoned. Yes, Mary Poppins Part 2. Part 2. But name 2 items or characters that have been poisoned. And Mike Wheeler comes in with an apple and the spinning wheel. So Mike Wheeler got it first with the apple and a spinning wheel. Snow White and Cusco's. Yes, that would be a good one too. Mine was thinking Snow White, the apple. I thought of Rapunzel, the spinning wheel, I mean. It actually had poison on there, on the tip of it, I thought. The spinning wheel. I thought the tip had it on there. She might have been Pam's fan. But yeah, the spinning wheel actually had the poison on top of it. Okay, here we go. Next question. Name 2 characters who have hooves. Name 2 characters who have hooves. 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 Pegasus and Thomas. I know Pegasus. It's Thomas the half goat, half man, Mike. Okay, Mike. Mike got it first. Pegasus and Thomas. Clarabelle, that's a good answer too, because that's what I was kind of thinking. Clarabelle, and then there was a horse also. But Mike Wheeler got it first. Name 2 characters from The Princess and the Frog. Okay, yes, Horace, that's right. Horace and Clarabelle. Name 2 characters from Princess and the Frog. And just another Disney got it first with Tiana and Naveen. Ray and Louis. Prince Naveen. But just another Disney got it first. Name a Disney film with a Western theme. Name a Disney film with a Western theme. Hello, Disney Boffins. Good evening. Okay, Mar, I'm glad. Fievel goes west. Unfortunately, Fievel was not a Disney character. And American Tail was not a Disney character. Mar is on the one of the right tracks of Don Knotts. I'm guessing Country Bears had sort of a Western theme, but yeah, just another Disney got it with Country Bears, and Monarch Moment came in with the Don Knotts one, Apple Dumpling Gang. But just another Disney got it with the Country Bears. I was just trying to see what other people had come up with. But just another Disney got it first. But yeah, the Don Knotts one, there was Hot Lead, Cold Feet, and the Apple Dumpling Gang, and Apple Dumpling Gang Returns. I didn't know if anybody would come up with Home on the Range, but I guess that wasn't such a memorable film. Name 3 characters from Finding Nemo. 3 characters from Finding Nemo. Mike Wheeler got it first with Nemo, Dory, and Marlin. Mike Wheeler got it first with Nemo, Dory, and Marlin. It's fun to see what other characters people come up with. Name a Disney live-action film that featured football. Name a Disney live-action film that featured football. Just another Disney got one. Remember the Titans. The computer who wore tennis shoes, that's a good guess. Gus is another one. Super Bowl 2020. Yes. That's funny there. Okay. Now this one for me will be hard because I'm not sure who that would have been there. Name two characters who are or wears yellow. Name two characters who are or wears yellow. Yes. Patrick Mahomes. Belle and Tiana. Just another Disney got it first. Belle and Tiana. That's a good guess there, Mar. Pluto and Belle. Snow White and Belle. I didn't know if anybody would think of Jane from Tarzan. She wore yellow also. Sorry about that. Hopefully we are back. Name a Disney film in which an elephant appears. Name a Disney film in which an elephant appears. And just another Disney got it first with Dumbo. Just another Disney got it first with Dumbo. Actually, somebody called on my phone, and since it's sitting next to my iPad, it actually made them both ring. So sorry about that. But just another Disney got it first with Dumbo. Winnie the Pooh has an elephant? Oh yeah, the Heffalumps. Forgot about that Winnie the Pooh movie. The Heffalumps. The Jungle Book has the elephants also. Name a song from the movie The Jungle Book. Name a song from The Jungle Book. I Want to Be Like You with Mar Blankenship. Want to Be Like You, just another Disney. Is it I Want to Be Like You or Want to Be Like You? I'm thinking Mars is correct. I Want to Be Like You. So Mar Blankenship, Mar got it first. So Mar is on the board with 1 point. Name a song that has whistling in it. Okay, Pam Spam, enjoy your dinner. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already done so. Name a song with whistling in it. And Mike Wheeler came up with it first, whistle while you work. So Mike Wheeler got the point first. Whistle while you work. Name a movie that has a broom in it. Name a Disney movie with a broom in it. And Mike Wheeler got it first with Fantasia. Mike is on fire. I will give a point update here. Mickey's Sightings has 4 points. Mike Wheeler has 10 points. Once Upon an Adventure has 4 points. Pam had 1 point. Monarch Moments had 1 point. Just Another Disney Nerd has 5 points. And Mar has 1 point. Yeah, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, that's a good one. Name a character who makes a wish. Tied for last, yes. Name a character who makes a wish. Or gives a wish. Yeah, makes a wish. And Mar. Just Another Disney got it with Tiana. Tiana. And Mar got Pinocchio. Hang on a second. My chat kind of froze because of that event. So be right back. Okay, sorry about that. But yes, Tiana. Okay. Name a movie that a cat is a main character. Oh, okay, Pam. Name a movie with a cat as the main character. And Mike Wheeler got one first with Oliver and Company. But there's some good answers. Thomasina, Oliver and Company, Aristocats. Name a character in Brave. Name a character in Brave. And Just Another Disney got it first with Merida. Name two characters from The Lion King. Name two characters from The Lion King. Hello, T-Town, Mary Ellen. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Okay, Mike. And just another Disney came in with the first and then corrected Mufasa. So she got Simba and Mufasa. So just another Disney. Pam was close with Timon and Pumbaa. Ah, okay. But Mufasa. Name a character who doesn't speak. Name a character who never speaks. And Mike Wheeler comes in with Dumbo. Dumbo. Hello, Penguin Master. So Mike Wheeler comes in with Dumbo. Dopey's a good another character, but I think he ends up speaking at the end of the movie. Name a character who wears gloves. Name a character who wears gloves. I don't think Dumbo spoke. And Mar got the answer first with Mickey. But Mar got a point with Mickey. Yeah, I don't think Dumbo spoke. Wally, I think, speaks with like robot talk. Name a character who first appears as a baby or toddler, but then grows up. Name a character who appears as a baby or a toddler, then grows up. But just another Disney. Yeah, Anna and Elsa would be good ones. Tarzan, that's who I was thinking. Simba. Name one character from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Name one character from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Alex. Mike Wheeler got an answer first with Alex. Yeah, his name was Wayne Zielinski, was Rick Moranis' character. But Alex was one of the kids. Name an actor who was a character in Finding Nemo. Name an actor who voiced a character in Finding Nemo. Yeah, Mrs. Cotter was the mom, yes. Okay, Mike. Mar got this one correct with Ellen DeGeneres. So Mar got a point. I need to go back to another one, but nobody else got an answer. And I'll give I'll take away the points on the last one because nobody really got anything. The closest person was Mar, so I will give her a point for the last one. Hello, Barefoot Adventures. Thank you for joining. No problem. That one was a little bit hard. Not too many people got the characters there. Name two characters that sing together in a song. Name two characters that sing together in a song. And Mar Blankenship came up with Bert and Mary Poppins. Bert and Mary Poppins. I was actually thinking of Pam's one too, but Mar came up first. But I was thinking Jasmine and Aladdin also. But Bert and Mary Poppins. Name a character from Mickey Mouse Club. I'm sorry. Name a character from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Name a character from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And Mike Wheeler came up with an answer first with Mickey Mouse. So right now the point totals is Mickey Sightings 4 points. Mike Wheeler with 13 points. Once Upon an Adventure had 4 points. Pam's Fam 1 point. Monarch Moments 1 point. Just Another Disnerd 8 points. And Mar with 5 points. Hello, Barefoot Adventures. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3 more cards. We'll do 3 more cards, Mike. Name 2 characters from Toy Story 4. Name 2 characters from Toy Story 4. And Just Another Bit Disney came up with Woody and Buzz first. Nobody said Forky. But Woody and Buzz are 2 characters from Toy Story 4. Name 2 characters from Lilo and Stitch. Name 2 characters from Lilo and Stitch. And Just Another Disney came up with Lilo and Nani. You took the hard route, Just Another Disney. But you got the point. So close. Oh, wow, that would be interesting how they would do that. Name 2 characters that have their own castle. Name 2 characters that have their own castle. Stutch. And Mike Wheeler got the point with Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty. Name a character that was brought back to life. Hello, Margaret Love. Yes, that was a recycled question. Keeps you on your toes. Name a character who has been brought back to life. And just another Disney got it first with Snow White. Don't worry, Mike, you are at 14 points. Just another Disney is at 11 points. Mar is at 5 points. Mickey's Sightings 4. Once Upon an Adventure 4. Pam and Monarch Moments have 1. Name a Disney movie that had home in it. Name a Disney movie that has the word home in it. And just another Disney got it first with Home on the Range. Home Alone is not a Disney movie. That's a good guess there, Homeward Bound there, Mike, but Home on the Range. But Home Alone is not a Disney movie, unfortunately, Pam Spam. But just another Disney got it first. Okay, here we go. The last card, there'll probably be name a character, name 2 characters with the letter P as they're in their, name 2 characters that begin with the letter P. And just another Disney got it first with Peter Pan and Pinocchio. Pete and Phil. Good one. Name a character in Wreck-It Ralph. Just another Disney got it with Ralph. Right now, Mike Wheeler and just another Disney are tied. Name a character. Let's refresh. Let everybody refresh here. Name a character in the movies Cars. Name a character in the movie Cars. And Mike Wheeler got it first with Lightning McQueen. And here is the last question of the evening. One more question, Mike. Here we go. Don't leave yet. Name a character from Mulan. Name a character from Mulan. And just another Disney got it. My two winners are going to be Mike Wheeler with the 16 points, and Just Another Disney has 15 points. So Mike Wheeler and Just Another Disney are my winners. Mike will win the grand prize of the candies, and Just Another Disney will get the microwave popcorn and rock candy. So I will get that out to you. Oh, you're welcome. And great job, everyone. If anybody else wants to continue, I know Mike had to leave, but I can, yes, Mike wins the mustache and the vampire teeth. But great job, Mike, and Just Another Disney. Yes, you're a winner to me too, Garrett. But you guys did pretty good, and it was close between Just Another Disney and Mike, but Mike had one extra point. But you all did pretty good. I do have other Disney questions if anybody else wants to stick around and answer, or I can end the stream if you all need to head out. Because I know on the East Coast it's dinner time. I know for some on the West Coast it's probably getting close to heading home or getting ready for dinner. Yes, it was, Mike. But I will get that all out to you guys as soon as possible. We'll play a different game. Okay, Mar, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be great. And talk to you later, Mike. Probably see you all later. See you later, Mar. Have a good night. Enjoy your dinner. Have a good dinner there, Pam's fam. Thank you for joining. But we'll play a different type of game. I name the characters, and then you will have to name but I will show you a picture of the characters, and then there are questions that you'll have to answer from these characters. I believe most of you can see them. If you can't, I can zoom in the cards, but A is Jack Jack. B is Captain Sparrow. C is it's Jacques. And D is Jack Skellington. You're having hot wings. That's pretty good. Monarch moments. I love wings. But here we go. Which one of these characters meets a rotten-tempered monkey with the same name? But which one of these characters meets a rotten-tempered monkey with the same name? Just Another Disney got it first with Captain Jack Sparrow. Yeah, I like hot wings, and I also like the ones I'm into right now, Monarch Moments, Garrett, is a buffalo garlic parmesan type of one. And then there's another one that has mild ranch garlic parmesan also. That's really good. That I'm kind of hooked on also. But I love wings. Oh, it is delicious. And you talking about those hot wings. Yes, wings are amazing. I'll have to remember to get them tomorrow probably because they're on special at a place I like to go to. Which two of these characters battle zombies? Which two of these characters battle zombies? Jack and Jack Jack. No, that's okay. Autocorrect. Yes, it is Captain Jack Sparrow and Jack Skellington. Now, Jack Jack does not battle zombies, unfortunately. Now, here we go. This will be the easiest answer of the night. Which three of these characters use the traditional English spelling of Jack within their names? Which three characters use the traditional English spelling of Jack within their names? They're all named Jack, but three of them spell it J-A-C-K. Jack and Captain Jack. Jack Sparrow, Jack Jack, and Jack Skellington. Yes. You got it correct, Just Another Disney. Which one of these characters can fit through small spaces and under doors? Which one of these three characters fits through small spaces? Yeah, the mouse named Jacques. His name is Jack, but J-A-Q. So it is the mouse. This one's hard because you have to figure out their shapes, and I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah, one is Olaf, but it says which one of these missing characters uses echolation to find objects from afar? A is anger, B is Olaf, C is Bailey from Finding Dory, and D is Riley from Inside Out. So A, anger from Inside Out, B. Olaf from Frozen, C. Bailey from Finding Dory, and D. Riley from Inside Out. And just out of Disney, you got it with Bailey. Which three characters do not melt? Which three characters do not melt? A. Anger, B. Olaf, C. Bailey, D. Riley. You have to name all three characters. So far, Bailey, Anger, what time is it out in California, Garrett? It's going on 6 o'clock here. So is it 3 o'clock out there? Okay, almost 3. Okay. I wasn't sure. I always get mixed up. Is it 3 or 4 hours? But it was Anger, Bailey, and Riley. Which one of these characters does Elsa name? I think in the summertime, you guys might be 4 hours, or I could be wrong too. When we spring ahead, or I think what mixes me up is one time I was out in Nevada, went to the Grand Canyon, but Arizona doesn't actually, or not the Grand Canyon, the Hoover Dam. Okay, when I went to the Hoover Dam, we crossed the line into Arizona, and the guy joked around like the tour's over already. I couldn't remember if that was in the summer or the winter time that we were there. But I think it's in the winter time when we fall back. They don't move. Arizona. Okay, always 3 hours. But which one of these characters does Elsa name? Yeah, they don't, so that's why he said that, yes. Because I was on the tour of the Hoover Dam, and when I was on the tour, and when we went into Arizona, he just joked around. We just started the tour, and he's like, "Oh, the tour's over. We're already done." Because it was an hour tour, or like a 2 hour tour or whatever. Because I actually got to go down into it was more of the engineer type of tour where you wear the hard hat and everything like that. So it was really cool to get to stand in one of the water gates type of thing. I don't know if they actually still use that water gate to let people down in there. But I think I'll go ahead and end the stream. Um, yeah, it is a really cool tour. The first time I went, I just did the normal touristy tour, and then I found out that you could go on this more extensive tour and everything, so I did that. And you got to keep the hard hat and everything, so you got to bring that home and everything. Yeah, that's what's happening to me too, Garrett, is I seem like I can't get enough of Disney World, and that I'm hoping that I will come west to Disneyland, especially after 2 years of watching all kinds of the YouTube streams of people going out to Disneyland and showing that, yes, you got the hard hat, yes. But yeah, especially seeing the Disneyland streams of various people who went from, went out to D23 and showed some of the parks, even a couple other streamers even before that. So I hope to get out there sometime. I really like to do Disneyland and then do Hollywood. I'm sorry, I can't think of it right. Universal Studios Hollywood also, because I figure if I'm going out that far, I need to at least cover that also. Yeah, so I'll have to see. It's hard to think about when I want to go and everything because I know there's a lot of Disney types of things. Most of the time we try not to go during their school time. Yes, I would love to do that Monarch Moments because that's the whole problem. Yeah, a friend of mine actually did that for. I think she did take. It was either 2 or 3 full weeks. She flew into San Francisco, did that area, went out to Yosemite, came back, drove down along Hearst Castle and Monterey, then kind of came back inward and went down and did all like the lot of those places down in Hollywood and California and everything like that. Yeah, and she did stay at some really interesting places. There was one place where their room was like a cave type of thing. It was like different theme rooms, and they got the cave room, and that looked really neat. And then there was a couple places where they were like little cottages, but I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at her pictures and stuff because I followed along on her Facebook of her trip, so I'll have to go back and look at it. But she really planned it out, and they took, I think it was like 2, 3 weeks that they were out there, and I would have loved to have gone, or at least gone to part of it, because she really does plan it out, and it was a once-in-a-lifetime trip with her and her kids. Yes, I know. LA is a nightmare to drive, or San Francisco too. That would be the big thing. I would probably fly into San Francisco and then probably, I know you miss a lot, but I'd probably fly out of San Francisco and fly down to LA and kind of do something like that. I know driving, a lot of people would, you do miss a lot, but if I was up in the San Francisco area, kind of do a few things there and then probably fly down to LA and finish out everything there. But yeah, I would love to do that sometime. Oh, no problem, just another dessert. But but yeah, there's a lot in San Francisco I would love to see, or at least in that whole area, and especially like I know like you guys live up towards that way, but you're more a little south of that, and I know with Pepper Tree Villa, but then there's also of course the Walt Disney Family Museum. Yeah, that would be the thing too, is looking in to tour things, and I believe they do have something like that. I know for a while there, the one trip I would have loved to have done is the Adventures by Disney. They would do, I don't think they do it anymore. I think it's part of it, but they used to do a Disneyland with Hollywood, LA area tour, but I think now it's more of a add-on to a California tour or something. Yes, I do believe that Monarch Moments. But I would probably just do Hollywood, go out there for Universal Studios, and then Disney, and I wouldn't be traveling around too much. I should have went out there a couple years ago when my brother was out there for the 60th anniversary of Disneyland. He was out there for a while, and his wife and 2 kids were there also. The one kid stayed with him, but his wife and other daughter had to come home for something, and I should have went out there after they had left to kind of at least catch Disneyland. And he did drive down to Yes, there's always something, and especially if you're in the city, and then there's some other outlying areas that aren't safe to really go to. But that's pretty much it. I definitely want to see Disneyland again. I was out there before they started building Disney California Adventures, so I remember. I flew in from Las Vegas for the day, got a shuttle over to Disneyland, spent all day in the park. It was kind of a rainy day. It was kind of strange because it was like, even though it's December and it was decorated for Christmas, it was kind of rainy. The park wasn't as busy as I would have thought of it. But yes, it has changed a lot, and that's one of the reasons why I love to go out there to at least do that. I know, I know my sister and her family would love to do that too. The biggest thing is the airfare for us. Sometimes the air isn't as cheap out of here because we don't have that hub anymore, and everything. But and there's no longer competition, because that's the one thing I don't like about Southwest Airlines is, I mean, you could fly last minute if you're willing to pay the $400 or $500. Yes, I was gonna say, and that's the one thing I don't like about Southwest Airlines, because even though you want to do something last minute, you got to pay their business rates, and that's the only thing that hurts. There's no competition here anymore for last minute flights and stuff. And sometimes you can find something last minute with like American and stuff, but they're not direct flights. Not that I don't have I don't have a problem doing the non-direct flights, but there really isn't any cheap flights. It's even hard just to get cheap flights with the Southwest and everything. Yeah, he wouldn't have any by now. Not enough. I actually, I don't know if either one of you know that, but I actually, my kidneys had failed, but I actually have three kidneys because I had a kidney transplant. And unless your old kidneys are bad, like with like different problems like stones and different things like that, they don't remove them. But I think they eventually kind of shrink down, and yes. And I think eventually, if they're no longer working or anything like that, they kind of shrink down and then kind of get absorbed in. But that, I never really seen a picture or anything of my body with the see if they are still, whether they shrunk down or not. They could still, the one may still be working, but that's about it. Yeah, kidney stones could be a problem. I did not have kidney stones. That's the one thing, I knock on wood. I know a few friends that have problems, and in fact, there is a disease where they just constantly stay in there, and they'll really like expand around that you never really get rid of them. They've shown like different pictures of kidneys, and it just looks like tons of popcorn type looking things there. So. Yes, it actually, yes, I did have an issue that was later developed in life. They never really figured out where I got the kidney failure from, because there are autoimmune diseases that I was tested for, and everything always came back that mysterious, inconclusive types of things. So they're really not sure the type of the kidney failure that I got, how that came about. So So that's the thing there. I think I might have had a strep virus because that also is an area that might have. I did have to do dialysis. I did it for about a year and a half. I found a living donor, and so I got lucky there that I found a living donor, and I had a kidney transplant about a year and a half ago. In fact, on the 7th will be a year and a half. Yes, I was just going to say that, Monarch Moments, that faith has always been there. That's one of the things where when I was going through, especially when it became to the point where I had to go through dialysis and stuff, if it wasn't for my church family and everything like that. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Monarch Moments. And thank you, Just Another Disnerd. I will look for that. So, yeah. If it wasn't for I will say, if I did not have the church family that I have, I don't know how I would have gotten through a lot of that. Plus, if it wasn't through my church family, I would have never found my kidney donor through that either. So that was the thing. Because I never really talked about it with a lot of people, and then I did go on dialysis, and people were like, well, when are you going to say anything? And stuff like that. And, thank you. And that was the hard part of, like, coming out, and I did get into a situation where, yeah, I was on dialysis and that, but I still had fluid overload that caused a problem. So that was, pretty tough after that. And a friend of mine said, if you don't say something soon, but we were trying to come up with ways, because you see people that'll hold up signs at baseball games or hockey games or football games and stuff. And of course, I had read a story, a guy, his family made him a t-shirt to wear at Disney World. So those were ideas that I was thinking. I would just wear a t-shirt and have signs or something at some point. And a friend of mine kind of took the lead on helping me put out the word and stuff, and we were able to find someone as a living donor through within that. So I got very, very lucky on that part. Okay, Monarch Moments, yeah. I will say it is, I give credit, I live that world eventually, hopefully, sometime. I really hope I don't have to go back to that world, but because I sit there and think if I did not find that donor, it was really taking a toll on me, even though I stayed positive in that, but just other things take a toll on you with being on dialysis. So that's the hard part there. So I was kind of glad I found that kidney donor as fast as I did. So that was great. But that's going to be all for this evening. I will be in and out of streams. I got to get ready to head to the gym in about an hour. So that was pretty much it for the day. Kind of. Oh, you're welcome. Just Another Disnerd. Frankie, you're welcome. Oh, you're welcome, and thank you all for joining the stream. I do appreciate it. I'm still trying to get my hours going. I am above 2,000 hours, so hopefully, it'll continue to grow here. Just trying to come up with some different ideas. I know people like the trivia and stuff, and I haven't been able to get down to Disney yet, but maybe sooner than later. I give Steve a heck of a lot of credit. It was kind of interesting because that his flight actually, they did not have a direct flight from Pittsburgh to Indianapolis, and it actually did go through Orlando. So I would probably sit there and contemplate the whole thing, but unfortunately, the only way I probably could have stayed might have been like my plane got totally canceled or something, and then I had to be back the next day anyway because of work or whatever. But that would have been pretty awesome to contemplate going to Disney like that. Yeah, if we do get a direct flight, it is about 2 hours. Um, Unfortunately, I really wish Southwest would have more direct flights because they're always pretty full, and sometimes they're hello, Walter Grims. Thank you for joining, Dougie. I've been doing pretty good. And yourself, Dougie? Monarch moments. I've flown them. They're not too bad. With Southwest, I believe there is like a direct flight to. There might be to LA, but I think a lot of times you have to go through Phoenix with them. Oh, you're welcome, Dougie. I grew up in Florida, so I went once, but 3 years ago I moved to New York to be with my husband, so now I only go once a year. Okay? Yes, I can understand that. But most of the time, some of the longer flights, though, depending on where I'm going, like when I went to Houston, Texas, it was better for me to do United Airlines only because of where my uncle lives in Houston. It was closer to where he lived, plus the price was better. Even though I could fly into Southwest, but I would have to fly in the. Um, I'm trying to think if I always get the airports mixed up down there because there's the one that's the George Bush airport, and then there's another airport, and the Southwest goes to the opposite. But the other airport, United actually flies into because I believe they actually that's kind of like a hub for them. Hello, ATJH Travels. Oh, no problem. Thank you for sledgehammering the like button. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a trade off there. I think part of me, I sit there and think, I did live in Florida for like a year, about 2 years, and it felt like a vacation to me because I did have at my disposal of all the parks. So Universal had just opened up, Disney, of course, SeaWorld. It was only like an hour and a half, 2 hours to the beach. So anytime that I was off, I was either at one of the parks or at the beach. Yeah, I don't understand that either. But if they dislike it, that's still interaction. That shows that you interacted with my stream, and that's just life. Yeah, it was nice. I think about going back, but since I've had those health issues and the medical teams and everything up there, not to say that they don't have medical places there, I would have to be check out that before I would do that, move down there. But I always sit there and think, yeah, it would be nice to be close to Disney after work, go over to the parks because that's what it seems like everybody does down there, or at least the ones that I watch. But then I sit there like, what type of job do you have that you're in Disney all the time? And some of them, they're streaming for a living. And some of them do have other types of jobs that they either work at home and then they can go over to the parks, or they're in another job down there. So, yeah, that would have been fun there. Oh, wow, Dougie, yeah. That 9 hours. I know, going across the pond. I remember those flights overnight. Yeah, I wonder though, some of the people that end up disliking people's streams, um, like you said, if some of them actually have a program, because what happened to Kenzie Days yesterday, that sounded like somebody just hit some type of viral dislike program or something like that. It's not too bad. Most of the flights that I have taken have been overnight. I guess yesterday when she first started her stream, I was kind of in and out because I was watching another friend of mine. She was streaming at the Magic Kingdom, and she was going to do the flag retreat. So I had ducked out to go watch that because I was at work and or I was in my car and I only had one device. Usually when I'm at home, I can watch a couple different streams. And when I came back, they were like really, I guess, ending with the trolls that came in there, um, you know, blocking them or, canceling them out. But it was like a viral troll type of attack and everything. Is that a straight shot Monarch Moments to Orlando from California, or do you guys have any type of stops? But a lot of them did end up disappearing, so it did. There was like 30 or 40 of them because our stream like went up to like 40 people, and then like when there was more dislikes than there was likes, and then later after the stream kind of re-uploaded and everything, a lot of them disappeared when they got blocked and everything like that. Okay, one stop. Okay, yeah. Sometimes if I have to take a different airline or a different thing, um, there's usually one stop for me. But it seems like okay, if you would go straight, yes. The only time I've ever flown out west, it was to Las Vegas, and that was a 5 hour straight flight. And then so and then when I flew to Houston, I think it was 4 hours. Ah, yes, it would take you long to drive. Yeah, funny thing is, we usually drive, so it takes us that long to drive to Disneyland. Yeah, I can imagine that that's the same thing. If I drove from my house to Disneyland or to Disney World, it's about a 16 to 18 hours, pending all the traffic and construction. Because I know when I was a kid, we used to drive, and we would actually leave at night, so we would drive down through and get to about the border, like South Carolina, Georgia type area. I think it was like mainly, depending on what time we left, we would get down to about north in South Carolina, and but nowadays I would love to fly or drive, just to have my car and be able to take home some things that you like that you want to take home that you can't fit in your luggage. I've been known to ship things home before. I know one time when I was doing a Disney trip plus a cruise. It was a 3-day cruise, and I had gone to the warehouse, the character warehouse, before my cruise, and they had just put out these Christmas items and stuff, and I ended up getting a box at the front desk at the Wilderness Lodge and packing it up, and they were able to ship it out for me. I paid. Hopefully I came back. There we go. I think I'm back now. Yeah, it started to buffer on my phone, and I'm like, oh, it got crazy. Yes, I can understand that, Monarch Moments. One of the things that's nice with Southwest, if I do end up needing another bag or something like that, then I can take 2 free bags on Southwest. So that's what's nice about Southwest. Plus, then have my backpack. And I've been known where I taken 1 suitcase in the days of when suitcases did not cost you any money, and ended up buying a suitcase like at the outlets or something, or at Walmart or something, because I needed more space. So I've been known to do that before. Ended up buying a piece of luggage at Walmart or at the outlets or something, because sometimes they have a cheap outlet store with luggage, or even some of those gift shops that are along some of those International Drive or 192 or anything like that. Oh wow, that's a lot. You'd be better off just paying for another bag. And that's the one thing nice with if doing Southwest and American, and I think Delta and United, you could actually check your bags at the resort. And that's one of the benefits I like about that, because I'll check it in the morning, and then I don't have to worry about it. It helps just going right to security when I get off the Magical Express, and that's the one nice thing. Unfortunately for me, I do take the Magical Express, but I don't. Sometimes I book last minute trips to where I would not have the yellow tags. So I never got the experience, the part where you get off the plane and just walk to Magical Express, because I've never really booked the trip on property way ahead of time. There has been once or twice, but our flights were either late and Magical Express stopped picking up at a certain time, or if you got close to that time period, they said it's better off picking up your luggage anyway. Yes, yes, it is. But but with the Magical Express, that's the one thing I haven't been able to take advantage of. Now, hopefully in April I will, because I'll have everything booked already. I know I'm going. Oh no, you're not holding me up. In fact, I'll be getting ready here soon. I just have to change clothes and then grab the water and stuff. But no, that's fine. I don't have a problem there. Sorry about that. I know I lagged again, sometimes with the wind and everything like that. I don't mind use. Yeah, I was wondering that if you. I actually don't mind using the Magical Express. Um, it was nice. The last 2 times I was actually at resorts where it was the first stop. There was some time where the one time we had to wait a little bit longer, so it did take me longer to get to my resort. And there was times that I was just like, oh, I should have just rented a car. I'd be there by now. But with them starting to charge for resort parking and stuff, but who knows when they'll start charging again. Yeah, I used it once, the cruise bus. but it was right from the airport, so that wasn't a problem there. But from the resort, I actually a friend of mine drove me down to the cruise center because they were going down to the beach anyway. But I can understand that. Oh, okay, they rushed you off the boat. Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing there about taking the bus. They, if you don't get off right away, or I usually, a lot of times, I usually would go ahead and get off. Oh, okay. That wasn't, and the resort didn't get us the bus info and we arrived late to the boat. Okay. Yeah, that's too bad there on that part. Yeah, I did take the bus from the Wilderness Lodge down to the cruise line, but it actually, I'm usually hanging out on the days that I leave anyway. But yeah, the cruise is awesome. The Disney cruises are a good time. I haven't been on it in a while. Um, in fact, it was probably early 2000 the last time I actually went on a Disney cruise and everything, or any type of cruise at that point. But they were fun. But I would love to go back on a cruise. But I mean, I would love to do Disney ones, but they're a little more. I'd probably end up doing another cruise line, unfortunately, unless like family or somebody wanted to do the Disney cruise. Or if I could talk a couple cast member friends into doing one. Because sometimes they can get last minute specials if they don't fill up. I bet, well, if they end up moving down there, I'm sure they'll be on a bunch of Disney cruises or whatever. Because it's not as expensive flying from Pittsburgh, from going from Orlando to the port. So I'm sure they'll probably catch a bunch of cruises or something. Yeah, one of them's going to have to go work for Disney if they end up moving there, whenever they eventually move there. That way they'll get all the discounts and benefits of that. And but that'll be funny. Yeah, I hope you do someday just another Disney or a Disney cruise. The Disney cruises are really nice, especially that was the thing when I first went on a cruise. It was kind of like right after 9/11, and they were trying to get people back into the travel scene. And Disney actually offered, if you bought a 4 day or more cruise, you got a 3 day cruise for $99 to use at a future date. And I went on my 4 day cruise and came back and raved about it so much that my sister and her family decided to take the kids and go on it. And unfortunately for my nephew, he just missed the cutoff for the regular kids club. And so if they wanted to put him in like the I think it was like the Nemo nursery or something like that, but he wasn't too keen on staying in there. So but my niece loved the kids clubs and everything like that. So but it was a good time. Yeah, it's kind of funny, like the one cruise I went myself, I did late dining, and I thought it would be a good choice or whatever, but then they put me with these couples that always showed up late, and then the waiter slowed down my dinner, and I'm like, come on, I want to get going or whatever, but then he slowed down the meal, and then so I decided that I would do early dinner, and I ended up getting seated with a pretty nice family and stuff, and in fact they always beat me to the table and stuff. Yeah, how old is your daughter, Frankie? Okay. Yeah, I would wait until she's a little bit older for that, and if she goes to daycare and used to being around other kids, because that way, I mean, that way I'm not saying go stick her in the clubs all the time, but, but, but that way, you can enjoy some things together with her. She can go enjoy the kids club, and you can kind of enjoy some things yourself. And they won't be afraid of the characters, because they do have character meet and greets throughout the cruise. They have movies. They just have all kinds of stuff. They have different tours. Just depends on how long. I've never done the 7 day ones. Yes. Now Disney World, that's a little bit different. I know sometimes I sit there and look like, oh, how could you take a little kid? Now my nephews, they were both baby, like 6 months and older when they first went, but their sister was already age 3 and 4 and 5. So whenever they went, so but the boys, when they did get to the age of 2, 3 years old, they remembered a few of the things, because my one nephew, they both loved trains. So riding the train, they loved the monorails. In fact, I sat there, we always laughed, because a lot of times the kids, you spend all that money and you're like, well, you could have just rode the buses, the monorail, and the boats around, plus stayed at the pool all day long. Gabe is a Disneyland toddler, his first birthday. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, my youngest nephew, he celebrated his first birthday at Disney World when he turned 1. He was at Disney World, and the cast members all gave him ice cream and cupcakes and stuff like that. So that was really fun. And he loved the character dinners and stuff, but you couldn't go up to a character meet and greet. But if we were at the character meals, he liked seeing them from the comfort of his high chair and stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And they loved the Haunted Mansion when they were little, but then once they realized that it seemed like a scary place, it was hard to get them back in there. Yes, thank you, Monarch Moments. But yeah, my sister's kids grew up on Disney, and now one of their siblings works as a cast member there. So that's the thing there. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I do thank everyone for joining. Sorry for rambling on. I know, but sometimes it's good conversations, and you never know, it could help out somebody's day. Okay. Oh, no problem. Oh, you're welcome, Frankie. Yeah, I'm not sure. That has to be pretty hard on a woman walking around, depending on where you're at in that stage of a pregnancy and stuff like that, and especially being down at Walt Disney World. I mean, I read different posts on different things on Facebook from different news groups and stuff like that, and people will ask, and I just sit there like, man, why would you want to go down there in the summer, being like 5, 6, 7, 8 months pregnant, walking around there in the heat? That would be, it's taxing on your body as it is, but the weather is different out in California, so that's the thing there. Gabe was having a blast when we went on Pirates, and they had a small dip inside the. I'm sure he did. Oh yes, I would say that, yes. But the weather is a little different out in California than it is at Disney World there, but yes, we are strong there. But I'm going to go ahead and end it. I do thank everyone. Are you guys going live later, Monarch Moments? Oh wait, today's Tuesday. Forget it, I was thinking it was Wednesday for some odd reason. My days are getting pretty fast. Okay, I wasn't sure, but I know today's Tuesday. I know she said usually on Wednesdays you guys go live. So that was the thing there. Oh, okay. I'll have to keep an eye out for that when I'm at the gym. I know Jim, a More Sunshine Please, is coming on at 7:30. He does some pretty good different things on his talk with the sound effects and sometimes trivia and just general talk or food, weird foods, and just all kinds of different things. And then at 8 o'clock, if any of you are familiar with Mouse Talk, I know him and his wife Melissa will be doing their Dissanity, I believe it's called. So, Jim, a more Sunshine Please is out at 7:30, and I know he kind of partners up with the Pepper Tree Villa crew, and then Dissanity with Mouse Talk is the other. But Jim, a More Sunshine Please. If I was able to grab the link real quick, but it's hard right now because I can't do it with that being on there. But yes, and then Mouse Talk. And then they're pretty good too. They used to have him and his wife Melissa do a few different things and everything like that. Yes, don't forget to subscribe to everyone. That always helps out everyone. So have a great night, everybody. I will see you in the chats or on different streams. Who knows, maybe after the gym and after Mouse Talk, grab some pop culture trivia or something if I'm not overly tired. But have a great night, everyone, and let the adventures begin. Talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you very much, Garrett. I'm glad you guys came. Good night.